feet. Out of the corner. Running knee! Running knee! Can Daniel Bryan do it? Can he do it? Yes! 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 Yes!
I've never had any concerns or doubts about wrestling more than once.
One of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. Daniel Bryan has stunned the world. Oh, Triple H from behind.
So after the first match, I was backstage. And I just spent most of the time trying to get my body warmed up to go out there again.
There's no way that he can be 100% for this match. The kid's got guts.
If there's three things that I have that you'd say, what are your best attributes? Legs, lungs, heart. And I never get tired.
This is the main event of WrestleMania 30 for the richest prize in the business. Randy Orton defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match against the Royal Rumble winner Batista and the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan.
Everyone enters with determination to succeed in the main event of this historic 30th WrestleMania. But Daniel Bryan enters with the Yes Movement on his back and a shoulder attack by Triple H in the first match of the show.
Well, this is Triple H's last line of defense. Daniel Bryan somehow still standing after his first match and Triple H's attack. Now Daniel Bryan is going to wage battle against Triple H's two biggest soldiers. If Orton and Batista can work together, Bryan won't be a factor.
Uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
The animal Batista is looking like he's been tranquilized right about now thanks to some early offense.
We thought he'd shaken off the ring rust, but right now Orton and Bryan can take advantage of their superior ring shape.
Beautiful technique. Batista's been a real destroyer since he returned to WWE at the beginning of the year. He handily won the Royal Rumble and has been dominant ever since.
Batista did impress at the Royal Rumble, I'll admit. But the Authority didn't even let Daniel Bryan enter the match. A guy in the WWE Championship picture since last August was just cut out of a WrestleMania opportunity. He's positioned up on that turnbuckle.
I would not want to be him right now.
Back between the ropes.
Cole, you whined about Bryan missing the Royal Rumble. Did you forget that he lost to Bray Wyatt earlier that night? Why should a loser get a shot in the Royal Rumble?
I'll ignore the fact that Bryan had to fend off Harper and Rowan during that match, but are you telling me that JBL and El Torito were more deserving of a spot in that match than a fan favorite like Daniel Bryan? Come on, man.
Boom!
Out the arm. Oh my goodness, crushing it. And he stops the count.
Lucky him.
And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael. Orton enters WrestleMania as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but I have to wonder if he's still got the killer instinct of the Apex Predator. He's been hiding behind the Authority an awful lot lately.
Oh, please, Byron. We're seeing the rebirth of Randy Orton. Last year, he won the WWE Championship at SummerSlam, successfully defended his title against guys like Daniel Bryan and The Big Show, and then closed out the year by unifying the WWE Championship and World Heavyweight Championships by beating John Cena in a ladder match. Nobody else in the WWE right now is on a roll of that magnitude.
Is not going to end well for Batista.
Now in full control. There is no way Daniel Bryan can be at 100% after the beating Triple H gave him tonight. This kid is nuts.
Yeah, but Michael, Daniel Bryan has got the power of the Yes Movement behind him. That might be just enough for Bryan to power through the pain.
That's what you call a bad landing.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
Here's the cover.
1, 2.
This one's not over yet.
That's all right, Cole.
Avoids trouble there. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Flying forearm.
Orton seemingly out of this. I hope the yes movement's happy with this unjust turn of events.
Bryan and Batista are hungry to once again be atop the WWE food chain, and it's looking likely right now.
Daniel Bryan may have defeated Triple H earlier tonight, but he's still a WrestleMania rookie compared to his opponents here tonight.
It's not even close, Cole. All Bryan's done at WrestleMania before tonight was lose a match in 18 seconds 2 years ago, then rely on Kane to get the job done last year. Orton and Batista have so much more big match experience.
Michael, Corey, the two of you mentioned Bryan's lacking resume compared to Batista and Orton. And it's true. Batista beat Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania 21.
He's going for the pin. Interesting move here, taking the match to the outside.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. 2! He's got some fight left in him.
The animal refusing to be tamed.
It's going to take a whole lot more than that.
Oof! Knocked off his feet.
Now that's a takedown.
Look out, look out. This could be it. This might be it.
Oh, my. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
To the neck.
Oof. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
The shoulders are down, and he kicks out.
Just power out.
Batista turns it around.
Buster! The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
Oh no!
KO! That just happened!
There's a pin now. 2! And he breaks up the pin and the match continues. Oh man! And it's Batista with a reversal. For the pin and the win! Yes! And he breaks up the count. Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
Oh, no. Gets him in position.
This is not going to end well for him, Michael.
Oh, breakneck speed, one of Hurricanrana.
Going all the way up. Here he goes.
Really working over the body.
This one is over. Does Orton even know where he is?
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
He knows he's in trouble.
Oh, the yes lock is cinched in.
Is he?
The yes lock's applied. Orton might tap out.
Oh, look who's back. Triple H. Stephanie.
The authority just wants to have a bird's eye view of what's going on.
More than that, Corey.
Triple H just ripped the referee out of the ring. I believe Daniel Bryan could have won the championship right there.
Clearly, Triple H is still bitter over losing to Daniel Bryan earlier on tonight.
And the reason Daniel Bryan has made it to this matchup. Meanwhile, is Daniel Bryan all of Batista with a line buster.
Triple H now summoning a new official.
What the? Come on.
I'm sure this referee's going to be fair.
It's all about what's best for business, gentlemen.
It's all about screwing over Daniel
Batista,
Bryan.
we're going to put Bryan away with a Batista bomb. Here's the cover. And a kick out. A kick out.
Not quite.
The authority obviously unhappy with the performance of this official.
It's just continued oppression by the authority. Trying to control the narrative, control the match.
Who signs your paycheck, Saxton?
Yeah, well, the bottom line is this. Daniel Bryan has had his back against the wall since the beginning of this night. He's been banged up, he's bruised, he's battered. Now he's got the authority against him once again. Meanwhile, Batista to the post.
Just get him.
And Daniel Bryan.
Bryan trying his best to fight this uphill battle.
Bryan's fired up. Look out! Bryan! Suicide dive down by the authority.
Right now it's Daniel Bryan against the world. Do whatever you got to do to survive.
Daniel Bryan battling, fighting everybody. And the ref. Takes him down in a major way, too.
No luck against Batista there. Uh-oh, watch out! Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
And here comes Orton.
He might have it. Power bomb!
Game, set, match. This one is over.
He's looking at it. Is he done? And he fights his way free.
He's got to be working on instinct right now, Cole. Good night. What a comeback. Momentum is fully in the corner of Randy Orton now.
Oh, Skullman rolling up Batista. Shoulders are down. And just breaking things up is Randy Orton.
How close was Daniel Bryan?
As close as Daniel Bryan's ever going to get, because now the plan is coming together, and Bryan's going to end up on the short end of the stick.
And now the assault outside the ring by Randy Orton. Remember, triple threat rules, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes as Bryan is whipped into the barricade. And Randy Orton now unleashing fury on Bryan.
Randy Orton seemingly in desperation mode, along with Batista doing whatever they can to suppress Daniel Bryan.
This is clearly about injuring Bryan, ending his career, and now Randy Orton with steel stairs in hand.
Yeah, this very well could end Bryan.
Oh my God, Bryan driven down again.
Daniel Bryan's fairy tale evening just came to a screeching halt.
Look at this, Batista and Randy Orton game planning their next form of attack.
This is absolutely disgusting.
Oh boy.
Now right here in front of us, the announce table being ripped apart, and you can only imagine what Batista and Orton have planned here.
Perhaps the final act to disable the dreams of Daniel Bryan.
Bryan can't even move. He's defenseless out here.
Bryan is giving it his all. So much heart, so much determination.
Oh my God. To the announce table now. Bryan went through hell in the first match tonight, and now a second match against Orton and Batista.
You don't think?
What the?
Oh, I do think. Batista wants to end Bryan's career right here.
Oh no.
Out goes Bryan.
Oh, Batista bomb to an RKO.
My
Right
God.
through our table.
My goodness.
Are you kidding me? Bryan's been broken in half.
Be careful what you ask for, Daniel Bryan, because you just might get it.
Absolute no concern for the health and well-being of Daniel Bryan.
And now the medical personnel bringing in a stretcher.
What a horrible sight.
No, what a horrible way for this night to end for Daniel Bryan, who fought so valiantly earlier on to beat Triple H, to get to this triple threat match for an opportunity at the championship, the main event at WrestleMania. And now
Batista just flattened Orton.
Yeah, Batista and Orton, who had an alliance moments ago, now turn this into a one-on-one match for the WWE title.
That's what they wanted. That's what Batista and Randy Orton wanted. They wanted Daniel Bryan out of the equation so they could compete for the championship.
Well, it's also what the Authority wanted as well. Triple H and Stephanie. They wanted Daniel Bryan out of here. Been a thorn in their side forever.
Batista once again in complete control. The Apex Predator is being beaten down.
Meanwhile, medical personnel continue to work on Daniel Bryan as this match continues for the WWE Championship.
All right, now it's Batista who's in
again
over the Viper.
Well, the Animal returned to WWE for one reason, to be the best.
And look at Orton fighting back, but again, driven back down to the floor.
Now, the Animal could be just moments away, Corey, from accomplishing that goal.
And Orton rolled back into the ring by the Animal, Batista. But Orton caught him. And now Randy Orton's got Batista where he wants him.
Batista took too much time, and he may pay for it.
Went for the DDT, and Batista launches Orton over the top rope. Meanwhile, Daniel Bryan's being stretchered back to the locker room area for medical treatment.
No.
Randy Orton, the apron face first goes Batista. And there's Bryan being carted away.
Better bring that stretcher back here. We might need it for Batista.
Terrible, terrible way for this night to end for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, what is he doing?
Listen, I get the fighting spirit of Daniel Bryan, but Bryan's hurt.
What is Daniel Bryan doing?
Bryan's got more guts than brains, period.
Medical personnel try to get Daniel Bryan out of here, and now Orton has Bryan.
Well, Randy Orton's going to make sure that Daniel Bryan heads back to the locker room on a stretcher after driving him into the steps. Boom, what impact. Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
Big time takedown right there.
This might just be it for him, Michael.
Now back to the ring. Nailed it. This could be it.
But can he follow up here?
Does Orton even know where he is? It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. You gotta believe this one's over. Drop kick hits the mark. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Here he goes for the win. Real close, too close for comfort.
Wow, what's it going to take?
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow. Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
And that one drops him.
Somebody's on a mission tonight.
not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does. The end may be near. Just striking at will.
That might have done it, Cole.
He's not going to like this.
The yes lock is in. The yes lock is in.
Unreal.
Oh, what a crossface.
That has got to be it.
He releases it.
And you can debate whether or not that would have been the end. Interesting decision there.
Oh, and he's taken off his feet.
I'll tell you, he can't afford to be horizontal at this point in the match, Cole.
Harsh impact.
Reverses it.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
No luck against Batista there. Back in the ring again.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
Toss to the outside. Batista showing the WWE Universe his rage and emotion.
Sidewalk slam. Oh, we're gonna see it? Are we... This just ain't gonna do it.
Wow, he escapes it.
He's just got no quit in him here tonight, Cole.
Lariat. Ooh, he goes down hard.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to fade now.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
He's playing with him now.
Oh, the yes lock is cinched in.
Is he gonna, this might be it.
Oh, my. This one's over, guys.
He did it. He did it. The Miracle Kid. The Miracle Kid.
It's a miracle on Bourbon Street. Yes, yes, yes. Almost forgot about this one. I remember this part very well. Who could forget this? And last but not least, there was this.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan just overcame the authority.
Daniel Bryan just had the greatest performance in 30 years of WrestleMania. In one night, he defeated Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, and is now WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Tonight, calling Batista the animal only makes sense if you're referring to a gerbil. Don't tell him I said that.
And I can imagine there aren't too many people at home regretting tuning in for that amazing match. Wow.